The wonders of modern technology, making life easier for millions of people.
Turn around! Down!
What could possibly go wrong?
It is not a secret that crowdfunding campaigns such as on Kickstarter take a long time to finish production, if the project does eventually come to life in the first place. Sadly, there are enough crowdfunding campaigns where the initiators are lacking knowledge in running a business, and some of the campaigns are just a scam. You as an investor are taking the risk of losing your money and just sitting there without any reward in the end. This is sadly how crowdfunding works, but don't worry, there are great projects out there worth to be crowdfunded. The crowdfunding of the System Shock Remake by Nightdive Studios was not a scam, at least for now, and we did receive a remastered game earlier this year, but I think we can all agree that it took a long time for the game to be released, and now we need to note that the rewards of this campaign have not been shipped completely yet, meaning it is a huge mess. The Kickstarter campaign started back in 2016 and received a total of $1.3 million. There was also a post-campaign method to buy rewards which provided additional funds, meaning if we do some math on this channel, it took about 7 years for parts of the campaign to complete. The PC version was released in March 2023 and delivered a remaster we have all been waiting for, with a modernized graphics and sound design, slightly updated mechanics and keeping the game original. Personally, I think the studio could have done more with the graphics. While you see clearly there has been a lot of polishing going on, I expected some more high-resolution graphics in this remaster, but this is just personal taste. And while the PC version was released for Windows, people are still waiting for a decent running Linux and Mac port, how it was promised during the crowdfunding campaign. In addition to that, work has still to be done for the console releases. While people and media are hyping System Shock as one of the best game releases in the year 2023, it feels as if the backers from the crowdfunding have been completely forgotten by now. These are still waiting for the physical rewards to be shipped to them. These rewards range from a physical disc up to a Razer gaming laptop, and I hope you're not still waiting for this gaming laptop. I really hope this one was delivered in time, or at least been cancelled and refunded. If you're watching this and backed for a gaming laptop, please drop a comment and tell me what happened to that reward. I am very curious about this one. I have invested $200 into this campaign, which was already the absolute maximum of my feelings. This included a big box collector's edition with the game, a soundtrack on vinyl, and more gimmicks. This was in 2019, and while ordering, it was promised to be released in 2020. First, speaking of a remake of the game, it was quickly being talked about System Shock 3, which had then been cancelled, scrapped, and then we were trying to make the remake again. Scrapping all the work again and doing a switch in engine delayed the project even further. But what should I say, I'm still waiting for this big box, and this situation is frustrating. When asking on Twitter what the state of the physical rewards is, you get absolute silence. If you ask on their Discord for the status, you get silence, and other members actually tell you to not expect any answer from anyone at Nightdive. I was in contact with Stephen Kick, founder of Nightdive back then. I contacted him because I was very worried about my money and because I had to change my address. This was in 2021, and he showed me pictures of the big box and telling me they are just waiting for a few components and then it will be ready to ship. Then things got silent. Remember this part. To my disappointment, when I visited the booth at Gamescom in 2022, absolutely no one was able to answer my questions. They just had people there who were able to turn off and on the computers, so people could play a short demo of the game, nothing more. It was disappointing, to say the least. What surprised me, however, was a statement from Nightdive on Twitter after the release in March 2023, where it was said they have just started producing the physical rewards for all the backers, and now they are just waiting for the update 1.2 of the game to ship the most polished state. I mean, what the actual fuck? You knew you were releasing this game. You had the possibility to pre-produce the physical rewards, and if you were only waiting for the physical game release, you would just have to hand the final image to your publisher and tell them to press those discs, or release the stupid patch online. We will will need to patch the game anyway when you release update 1.3, 1.4 or whatever. In addition, Nightdive Studios are really lacking communication. While communication was good during the crowdfunding campaign, they have somewhat forgot that they owe something to their customers. No recent updates on X, no recent updates on Discord. The last update on the Kickstarter page is from August this year, telling us the physical rewards are coming along well. By the way, it took them 2 months to publish that update. Other projects give you at least a monthly update, and if it is just to tell you they are still alive and working on it. What is really frustrating is the fact that they had enough time to work on other game remakes in the meantime, such as Quake, Quake 2, Blade Runner Enhanced Edition, Turok 3, now the announced Star Wars The Dark Forces remaster, and they still have not managed to finish their System Shock crowdfunding campaign, not to speak of the promised System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition, which should have been released soon according to a press release in 2019. Why should I invest $1 more into the products of this company if I am still waiting for my first purchase from 2019? But well, Nightdive has been sold to Atari Infogrames anyway. Please don't do this, game studios. Gamers do not deserve such treatment. What do you think about System Shock and Nightdive Studios? Feel free to drop a comment, especially if you're waiting for a physical reward. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next one. Take care.